Okay, as we enter a whole new day in trade, let's take a look at the global cues from last night. Now, it's been a very positive session for the USA. The Dow was up 340 points. Apple stock jumped 5% yesterday, helping the Dow index out. The S&P also climbed 1.3%, snapping a 4-day losing streak. The Nasdaq Composite ended the day 1.25% higher at a new record level. The Russell 2000 Small Cap Index closed up 2.4% at a new record close as well. Dow Futures, the only red blip this morning, currently down around 33 points. S&P and Nasdaq Futures are flat. So obviously, we're now still looking out for the vaccine rollout as well as the next big stimulus announcement for the US government. But it seems that both are very much on the cards. And that's what's got the US market performing really well yesterday. Stocks in Asia definitely taking cues from that this morning. The Nikkei in Japan advanced 0.52% in early trade. The Topix index was also up 0.56% in early trade. The Kospi traded 0.52% higher at open, and the S&P ASX 200 gained 1.2% in Australia. So Asia definitely rebounding post the slide off we saw yesterday. Europe yesterday also closed pretty high and should continue to do so today. The Stoxx 600 closed up by around 0.25%, and auto stocks led the gains with a 3% jump. Two commodities we're going to look at: oil and gold. The outlook here is fairly decent. Oil prices, US WTI settled up 63 cents or 1.34% at $47.62 per barrel. So WTI now also inching towards the $50 mark. Brent crude futures in the meantime was up 41 cents or 0.8% to $50.70 per barrel. So nearly back at $51 per barrel. Gold prices, which tend to act as a hedge to equities, performed alongside yesterday, which is interesting. Spot gold was up 1.4% at $1,852 per ounce, and US gold futures settled up 1.3% at $1,855 per ounce. So that was the global wrap for you. Of course, if you look at the way the SGX Nifty is performing this morning, it's showing us a slight uptick, and it seems that we may be getting ready for a day which has very positive market breadth, and potentially we might even see some names from the broader market performed. If you take into consideration the fact that the US market also saw the largest gain for the Russell 2000, 2.4%, which is essentially the broader market index. One more thing also, the Fed meet is going to be underway today, and it's going to conclude tomorrow. It's going to be critical to see if they expand their bond buying program. $80 billion of treasury purchases could potentially be up for extension. That means increasing purchases at the long end, right? The 10-year note and the 30-year bond. This helps to keep down the long-term rates and the impact on mortgages as well. So some economists think that the Fed is not going to really make any changes, but they're just going to give out more information at this stage. Rates are now still low and financial conditions are favorable, but it's still unclear how much stimulus Congress will provide the economy. So we need to keep our eyes out on all these developments.